What is up guys, welcome to my latest video. I hope you're all doing well. I just wanted to do a quick one today to say that I've got some new music available which I'd really like you to listen to. It's available on SoundCloud and I'm going to just quickly talk through what I did to make this one. It's been a really tiring couple of weeks. I've been doing a lot of video creation and uploading. I've been working on a beat pack and I've been working on music as well. So I'm feeling absolutely exhausted at the moment, to be honest, but I'm just doing my best to keep going. So the beat tape is available on SoundCloud. It's just 4 tracks, so it's kind of like a mini tape. Maybe just about long enough to be classified as an EP. The main things that I used for this one were obviously my SP404 Mark II. There's two things that I really like using the SP for making beats, especially the Mark II. It's sample manipulation and treatment, so the effects and things like that, but it's also really good as a recording device. So I don't know if you guys are too familiar with the SX, but the SX used to have a really weird thing about it when you were recording in longer samples, that you used to get kind of like little clicks and pops all the time, and it could actually ruin the recordings. You don't get that with the Mark II anymore. You can record onto the pads for as long as you want, and obviously when you're recording as well, you can add effects and add even more flavor. So this machine is always involved in my workflow at some point. It's just absolutely amazing. Definitely couldn't do a project without it these days. So yeah, that was the first bit of kit I used, and probably the main bit of kit as well. The next piece of kit I used was the Analog Heat 2, and this is just an awesome piece of kit. It's obviously a little bit pricey, even in the used market range. This is the Mark II, but it's one of those devices that once you start using it, you just can't stop basically. It adds a really nice tone to everything, one-shots, samples, and full beats. So all my beats ran through this at some point just to give it that extra bit of flavor. I tend to only really use the clean boost circuit on this one, and then I use the low pass filter quite a lot and the EQ. These EQs change depending on what circuit you're using, but obviously with me only using clean boost, they do what they do on that circuit and it sounds pretty good. I can boost the lows if things are sounding a bit thin, or I can push the highs if things are sounding a bit muddy. So it's a great little mastering unit. Really enjoyed adding that to my beats. That made a really big difference, and I think it added a lot of punch. The third piece of hardware that I used was the SP202. Now, I have to say that this thing is a bit like a cheat code, especially the low pass filter on this as well. So basically, once I was kind of happy with all my beats and I'd arranged them into the format of the tape, I re-recorded the whole thing onto the SP404 Mark II through this and used the low pass filter to add even more flavor. And I've done that with a lot of the stuff that I've released over the years. I've run PO33 beats through this, SP404 beats through this, you name it, I've probably tried running it through this at some point. So yeah, you've got all the sample grades as well if you wanted to go ahead and use those. I didn't for this particular project. I just used the low pass filter and sent the signal through it. Sounds really good. So yeah, that added some really nice extra sauce at the end. So the last piece of gear I used was Ableton. Now Ableton is something that, again, usually is part of my workflow when I'm making a tape, either for just recording, for assembling the beats together at the end, and even for the arrangement of beats. So for this one, I actually did pretty much all the arrangement on Ableton for the individual beats after I'd done a bit of processing on the SP404 Mark II. I just find it extremely powerful. I'm extremely comfortable with the way it works and the workflow, so it's really fast for me. And that just made the whole tape really nice to bring together and put together and become a final thing. So I'm very glad to get some new music to share with you guys. I'm really happy with the results of this one. It's been a massive improvement since I started. It's taken time, obviously, and it's taken a lot of patience, but I feel like my sound is evolving in a good way. And to be honest, I'm really looking forward to the next project. Even though it's a lot of work to get something from nothing to a tape online, I am kind of looking forward to what comes next. So check out the links in the description. Maybe I'll pin a comment as well if I remember, with a link to it on SoundCloud. I may put it on Bandcamp at some point as well. If you'd like to see that, please let me know. I don't know how much I could charge for something like that, maybe just $1.99, something really cheap, with it only being a short one. But yeah, if there's anywhere else also you'd like me to upload it to, let me know. Thank you all again for the support, guys. I've still got my sale happening on the shop for the last few days of August. Some of the drum sounds that are used in this EP are from there. Some of them are from Lo-Fi Drums Volume 6, which I'm currently working on. I will talk more about that in future videos. Keep making beats, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one very soon.